Hi, this is Bobby at Coppell TV Repair with a video today for Sony KDL-55W802A, which is giving 2 blinks error code, as you can see. Long pause, 1, 2, long pause. And that was brought here in for repair. And we haven't finished doing that yet, but I will show you what we found. We haven't looked at the service manual. This is, I'm not afraid to admit it, this is the last thing that we look at if nothing else works. And I just removed this. And so we did a quick inspection. There is a generally known order of things on power supply boards. That you go and check power to circuits that can go bad, and that basically sends you to narrows down the area in which you should be looking at. Apparently the TV does have a standby circuit working. That's usually a small transformer somewhere on the board, except for the boards that have one large transformer or single transformer, or where the standby is part of something bigger. But this looks a lot like a standby transformer. This looks a lot like a standby driver IC, so I would assume that this is the standby circuit, which provides the very minimal power that allows for the main board to just stay in standby mode and wait for turning on. So apparently that was working. And then when the TV starts up, it wakes up first another part of the circuit, unless the power supply board does not have that part of the circuit, which is called power factor correction, which rectifies and raises the input voltage from 120 volt AC. It raises up to 400. In the presence of such circuit on the board can usually be shown by such a capacitor that's rated to up to 450 volts. And that's the usual typical rating for LED TV, and well, for plasmas as well. For LED TVs, you have that thing. There is a power factor correction circuit, and when the main board tells the power board to go and wake up, the first thing that it does is wake up that circuit, and 400 volts, approximately 380 up to 400, show up on the leads of that capacitor, and then that voltage is being used by the major transformer, which gives power to several things. There are one or more of those that can give power to the LEDs. In this case, after another transformer, this transformer gives some output voltage, which further down is being this may be transformer, maybe a coil. Usually it is a transformer, and several ICs that provide a constant current circuits for the LED drivers, and also other output voltages such as audio and whatever else is needed by the main board. Anyhow, a really quick check here showed that the power factor correction was raising the output voltage to 400 volts for a split second, and it was starting to go down, which would happen if that circuit is fine and if it detects a problem in the next level, which usually fails to output the proper voltages, or if there is a shortage on the secondary side of the transformer, which provides the secondary voltages, not less important. They're very important. The voltages that are needed by the main board and the LED driver in this case. If one of those voltages don't come up, usually there's a feedback signal because a problem is detected and the whole thing shuts down. So it looked like that, and we assumed that the power factor correction was working fine. And the very next things that we tested was for shortage on those diodes, and they all measured fine. There was a unidirectional resistance of about 0.5 on all of them. And so the next thing that we tested was this resistor here, which provides power for the main transformer and which reads 0.1 ohm. As you can see, it's up reverse, but you can see 0.1 ohm, and that means this is practically a fuse. And when we measured it, it was showing 0.1, and it should be that short. So that told us that this is blown, and this would be blown if the driver ICs, those 2 transistors here, the driving transistors for that transformer, which make it work, and those are basically switches that open and close, letting current flow through it and regulating how much current basically makes it output whatever it needs. So if those are burnt, it wouldn't work. And this is the case. If the fuse is blown, it's usually because it's overloaded, and indeed this is shorted. So I'm pretty sure this is bad board. I don't know if we will be able to fix it as it is. Most likely we will. But the two blinks are most definitely caused by that, and if we do fix that, I will pause that video and I will post a link for a repair kit with the parts that we did end up replacing and which will solve the problem. I'm not going to make another video if this whole thing works, and that's what we do all day long. I'm just helping. There was no links anywhere that I found at this time through Google for this model and two blinks, so hopefully this will help someone. Best of luck in your repairs, and goodbye from Bobby at Coppell TV Repair.